Hello, Bashar.
And a good day.
Oh, this is so exciting. I want to ask about the dream state and what's going on within the mind and within the soul.
Several things.
Do tell.
All right. As many of you know, the idea can be a multitude of things. The idea being that it can simply be your brain processing events of the day. But it can also be the idea of you creating and laying out the blueprint of your actual physical reality experience in what we call the template level reality, which is just at the highest edge of your physical reality and just at the lowest edge of non-physical reality, where all of your lives, in a sense, the themes you choose to explore in life are, in a sense, laid out like blueprints for you to decide what you wish to experience, how you wish to alter them. So sometimes when you are dreaming, you're playing around with that blueprint, deciding what it is you will experience the next day. Sometimes a dream is actually a recollection or a memory of an experience that your soul, your spirit may be having out of body in another dimension, in another realm. But the idea may be, shall we say, disguised by symbols and interpretations that your brain can understand once you wake up. So sometimes the dream itself that may seem to make not a lot of sense may simply be the brain's best ability to interpret something that happened in another dimension that it doesn't have words for. Do you understand?
Yes.
It can be a number of different things. Is there any specific reason why you asked this question?
Yes, because someone else asked me to ask that question.
All right. So does that mean you will know how to take it further?
Are you all good, Mel? I'll catch up. Okay. I have a question.
Does that help you?
Yes, yes. Uh-huh.
Does it help your friend?
Yes, she seems all good.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Okay, I have my own question, though. I was hiking a couple of weeks ago and fell and hit my head.
Oh, all right. How exciting.
It really was. I was having a specific thought at the time, and I'm wondering if you could expand on that a little
What
bit.
is your specific thought? Don't look where you don't want to go?
Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you.
Does that help you?
It did.
Thank you. Happy hiking.
Come and give part two. I didn't know if I was going to get to ask a question, so I bribed my cousin and said, if you get your name pulled, you ask my question.
Oh, you created a Trojan question.
Yes, I further
right.
about the dream state.
Yes.
Sometimes when I am dreaming,
Yes.
it feels as if I am actually in the dream, but there's a veil over my eyes, so I can see, but I just can't quite see clearly.
Yes.
Other times, I feel like I'm just watching,
Yes.
and other times, I don't know what's going on.
All right. Is there a question here?
The question is...
Because everything you have described simply is something that can happen in that state. In terms of being in different positions, different points of view, having different kinds of experiences, and your relationship to those experiences will create in those different relationships different points of view of how you wish to experience what's going on. So sometimes you will be, as you say, just a fly on the wall. Sometimes you will need to see it through what might be called a screen memory so that you can have the kind of interpretation that will make sense to you in your reality. And sometimes you will simply be an observer for a variety of other reasons that may even have to do with other people you may be interacting with in the dream scenario that you don't know you're interacting with when you wake up.
Okay, and I understand all of that.
Oh, all right.
And another thing is, could it, or is it sometimes that I am waking up in another parallel me?
Yes.
Okay, so
Because that's another symptomology of understanding the idea of simultaneous coexistence, is that sometimes you will actually start to see through the experiential eyes of another version of you. The barriers will start to dissolve, and you will gain more direct experience of someone else's, another aspect's experience of life. Now, this may be temporary in that sense, very quick. Sometimes it can be prolonged. Sometimes it creates the sensation you call déjà vu. I know what's going to happen because I've already seen it happen. You are standing in the center of the forward and reverse arrows of time, right at the center of parallel reality experiences between different lives, looking in two different directions at once, seeing what is to come and knowing what is to come because you've already seen it, because past and future are all here in the present. So yes, more of that will happen as you expand your understanding of your coexistent simultaneity. Does that help?
It does.
It is about becoming, as you say, lucid in the dream you're having of physical reality. Because physical reality is a dream. So when you talk about the idea of wanting to learn to lucid dream, becoming aware that you're dreaming when you're dreaming, the idea is that can also help you to become lucid in the dream of physical reality because you're dreaming right now. And the idea of becoming more aware of your simultaneous coexistence helps you become more lucid in the physical reality dream. So you can wake up and realize that you've been dreaming.
Or visiting, because that's what I call it. I call it that I'm visiting other selves.
Yes.
Because it's a whole nother world. I understand the layout of the city.
Yes.
I understand everything, but
Yes.
I'm looking through their eyes, not
Yes.
necessarily mine. Okay.
You may call it whatever you wish.
Okay.
But you are experiencing parallel realities more directly.
Okay.
And that's one of the symptoms of understanding simultaneity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, and I love you.
Our unconditional love to you as well.